Hello, everybody. Welcome to another daily dose of gaming news and all that good stuff. And as always, I also publish on Rumble and on Patreon for X support. Any kind of updates I usually go about on Twitter X. Yesterday, I did manage to publish Jusa episode, and tomorrow I will be launching another one. As far as demo gameplays, I need to see if I can find a couple of more demos that I'm curious about on from my wish list, of course. Other than that, you got the playlist here from the gameplay demos that I've been doing here and there. But yeah, basically that's it regarding channel updates. Let's go to the news, and I covered this the 576.02 driver from NVIDIA that supposedly were to fix the issues, especially with the black screens and all the multi-monitor configurations and whatever other problems that users were having with that. And yeah, it didn't go that well. It seems to be an issue. Again, we got an update there at the time of I was about to record that I checked this one. But issue at the time of the launch of this update before the hotfix was in certain scenarios when the computer hibernates or go to sleep or something like that, or anything of that kind. It seems that the monitoring temperature got stuck, and after if you utilize the PC, the temperatures were not changed in terms of the readings, in terms of software, which can lend itself to some issues regarding like fan curves and even like profiles of optimization between temperatures and everything. And it seems that the only situation to resolve this is to reboot the computer, which is not good. And there was a video from Jaytwocents regarding this situation, and it goes about a little bit more in depth of the certain cases where this can be a little bit troublesome. The fact that you're not using the basically the GPU at full potential because of the fact that it doesn't read, it's not reading through software the correct temperatures. Um, yeah, it's a little bit odd situation, but supposedly they yesterday released an odd fix, which is the 576.15. That again supposedly should be addressing this again. This launch of NVIDIA GPUs and the correspondent software has been plagued by I don't know only issues. Again, I don't know what they were thinking when they planned the launch of the 5000 series from NVIDIA, and the engineering teams behind it is it baffles me that a company that at least recently was evaluated round about almost $3 trillion, mainly because of the AI hype. But again, that as a company that has this kind of resources to go about and do this, I don't know in terms of if these situations are translating on the AI servers there, the grasshoppers and all the things that they are doing in the corporate side of things. I'm not sure if it is kind of translating to the same issues that the DIY market is having with the GPUs. But again, it doesn't pass a good message because again, if a person works in a corporate environment and have to deal with this, and he arrives at home and by any chance has a PC with an NVIDIA GPU and it sees these kind of things, again, it doesn't pass a good message of because this can trickle up, let's say, in terms of the hardware that they are launching. And people might be a little bit reticent on investing on NVIDIA in terms of hardware, because the support software, at least on the DIY market, is not good at all. Plus all the hardware issues that we had with missing WAPs and all of that jazz. Yeah, hopefully this part is fixed with it OS fix, but I don't think this is the last thing that we've been seeing here. I don't know what their engineering, the software engineering teams there, what the hell they are doing. I don't know how they plan this to be this fumbled as it is. A lot of goodwill has been lost from NVIDIA, mainly because the previous launch of the 4000 series, the fact that we got the 4090, which cost at the time above $2,000. Then we got this new launch that again the prices were ramped up to 11 $4,000. We've been seeing 5090s when you can find it available. The 5080s, it's basically the same stuff, which double the price if you can find it. And then the middle tier and the entry tier, they don't seem to be very competitive with the rest of the products that are on the market out there. Yeah, it's not good. Hopefully they can get this shit together for the next launch, or at least when they probably do the refresh of the 5000 series, to try and correct all of this stuff here, because at this moment in time they are not in a good position, and usually perceptions, and given that the mind share of Nvidia is huge, if people are going to try to buy hardware for the first time, or try to replace it, waiting for something decent to replace their hardware with, especially on the GPU side of things, and they see these kind of things on the stores and on the communities, around forums and all that jazz. Yeah, it's not a good look. But yeah, let's see how it goes. Probably in a week's time, maybe, or even tomorrow or something like that, we will see some more news regarding this software that is plaguing the NVIDIA GPUs there. Again, and I'll leave it here, J2Sense video. For reference, it goes about the specific case on the temperature monitoring stuff there. And yeah, he goes about a little bit on a rant on what the hell NVIDIA is doing at this moment. Then now, I was not covering very much the Oblivion remaster stuff. Again, it was a lot of supposed rumors and leaks and such. But it seems that officially we have a live stream for the announcement of this remake, Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. Again, I missed the boat on this game when it came out, and I never played this game. I also didn't play, funny enough, the Skyrim. I kind of I missed a little bit there, also in terms of the when the game launched and all the remakes and the remasters that they did there. Then I lost interest because again, other games that I had that I wanted to play. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure that the hype behind this that I've been seeing on Twitters and YouTube of content creators doing videos about the rumors regarding this remake. I'm not sure if again it goes about in the sense that in the interview that was made for the people that are working on the remake, which is the Virtuos Studios. They worked previously on the port for Nintendo Switch of Nier Automata and of Your Edition, the Outer Spacer's Choice Edition, which was not that good, and also in other projects for ports, I assume, Hogwarts Legacy, Dead Island 2, Horizon Forbidden West Complete Edition, Call of Duty, and Suicide Squad, Kill Justice League. Again, it's a little bit kind of a mixed bag, but overall kind of positive with some exceptions. And yeah, basically, when it comes to this kind of remasters of well-beloved games, is the fact that people with this remake, sometimes the remake itself will not match the feeling of the memories that they had regarding that game. And usually that's a challenges, a huge challenge. Sorry, especially in these kind of games that are well revered. My perception is Elder Scrolls, sorry, for Oblivion is kind of the best one, let's say, in terms of what it tried to do as an RPG there. Even though a lot of people really like Skyrim. But yeah, I'm not sure if the the remake will kind of be able to match the expectations that people are having this. But yeah, the philosophy here of that interview, again, this interview was from last year. They were uh, uh, being interviewed regarding remasters and ports from the games that they've been doing, and at the time they say they were working on a very big and announced project, which people are assuming it's Oblivion remastered. and basically they put out what they're trying to do in terms of philosophy, which is try to match the feeling of the memories of people that played the original game. Again, continue with that. The philosophy is to keep, improve, and create, and they go a little bit more in depth, which is keep what is core to original version and core memories players have the original game. Improve of what you need to modernize because standards has evolved. Sometimes like gameplay mechanics, of course, graphics and all that jazz. And then create in a sense of what needs to be removed or add to surprise the player and set a new standard for the genre, which has evolved over the years. Again, we'll have more information today, which is the 22nd. Again, I never played the game, so I don't have any kind of expectation set for this one. Um, uh, we'll have to wait and see if the remaster is at least on par um, with the game. There is some rumors that the game will be soft-launched or after the stream. In a sense, after at the end of the stream, they will announce the game will be available for purchase. Probably there is some rumors regarding that, but as try to reduce the cycle of at least in their big games of reducing the cycle of announcing a game officially and the launching of that game, something that they tried to do with Starfield, which didn't go well in the sense that the game is not what people thought it was in a certain way. But yeah, hopefully it's a good game as a remaster there. But yeah, it's not a remake per se, it's a remaster, so there's not going to be kind of a Silent Hill 2 because Silent Hill 2 is a remake, if not mistaken. We'll have to wait and see how this goes, if there are any kind of improvements, and at least if they keep the core systems and of course, I will assume the story will be the same, but at least the core systems that did really give this game the sense that was the best, one of the best Elder Scrolls out there. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see how that goes. Then we got also a little bit more information regarding Days Gone Remastered PC update. Funny enough, this game seems to be a very underrated game. It's got a lot of positive feedback, especially after it came to PC, got my attention there. It's one of those that is in my wish list, waiting one of these days when I have time to go about and play around with it. But in the meantime, we got this remastered thing here, which kind of with some updates regarding the visuals and everything. And they announced that at least for PS5, there is like the new Horde Assault feature with permadeath mode, also speedrun mode. Again, different modes that you go about and try to take advantage of the mainline game features that they introduced at the time. And they, again, I think it's kind of a play around a little bit with that. Plus all the things regarding improved visuals and all that jazz. And they put it in a package basically as the Broken Road DLC. At least that's the perception that I got. It's going to cost $10. I don't know how this is going to be handled on the Steam side of things. If it's going to have like a premium edition or something like that. But yeah, we'll have to wait to see. It's one of those that, unfortunately, Band Studios tried to pitch a sequel for this. They got rejected there. And they put that studio working on a multiplayer project, if not mistaken, which was not going to go very well. And they also been canceled that. There is some information and rumors that probably Sony let these guys do the remastered version here to see if it sells well enough, or at least catch some interest from players to justify it for them in terms of pitching the sequel itself. Because I think from the story is pretty decent, and the gameplay systems there, especially the horde system of the zombies things, it seems very interesting how you can play around with that. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Hopefully, given that the game has always had good feedback from players, that can be made into a sequel. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, when it comes out, everything on PC, I will try to see what it is, given that it's only going to launch supposedly on April 25th, so in a couple of days or so. Then I caught me the attention here, which is this new River Crown announcement. Again, the developer Intima Leaf. Again, it seems like a small developer. The trailer itself is a little bit all over the place. It seems, but nevertheless, it seems interesting what they're trying to do here. Very Souls-likey, but with certain tweaks. In the sense that you can use charged abilities and blocking and kicking. It's got a little bit twistier of the Souls-like formula. The setup in the environment seems pretty interesting, very dark fantasy-like kind of a thing there, as you can see here on the images. Very inspired with from Dark Souls kind of aesthetic there. But the trailer is a little bit all over the place in the sense that it seems a little bit I don't know how to describe it, a little bit janky on what it tries to do there. But yeah, I already wish listed just to keep tabs on the game and see when it releases, because this was just announced. There is no definitive release date. But again, it caught my attention, the fact what they're trying to do here. So let's see what these developer studio can cook with this game, and hopefully it will be a good experience. But yeah, I will leave it here for you if you feel curious about this kind of games to wish list it also. And I'm going to wrap up here with some gaming deals. Again, we got Children of Morta is still on sale, 80% off. We got Dredge, 50% off. We got Forever Skies again. It came out of early access, is a full release here now, 20% off. Again, the mixed review seems to be mainly from the early access still a little bit. But the overall review seems to be pretty positive, which is good to see. Very interesting game with a lot of exploration and survival mechanics and crafting and all that jazz. It seems very interesting in what they're trying to do here. We got also Jagged Alliance free, is 50% off at the moment. We got Journey, 67%. Again, stamp of approval for my part. I played this game, as I usually mentioned, on PS3 at the time. And yeah, I really, it's a very excellent experience, especially at this price point. Then we got still Lords of Fallen version 2.0, which seems to be like a huge overall and improvement in a lot of aspects of the game. And it's 67% off on the base game there. And again, you got now the feature of the Friends Pass system here, which is reinstalled for free, basically, which is kind of the demo version there, in the sense that you can play around with the tutorial, character creation, and all that jazz. And then after, if you want to access the full game per se, you can play it in co-op with somebody that has the full game there. Again, it's kind of a different way of going about in launching a demo. Given that this game can use a co-op feature here, and I think it's an interesting way of going about it. But yeah, it seems that they listen to the feedback of players and they introduce a lot of improvements on this game at this moment. Then we got Planet of Lana, again, stamp of approval from my part. I did a gaming series on this one. If you're curious about this, you can check out the first episode so you have a sense of what this game is all about. And at this moment in time is 55% off. We got Prey, very underrated game. I do recommend it, and I also did a gaming series on this one. I did manage to claim it for free on Epic Game Stores to do that gaming series. And again, if you're curious about this game, you can check the first episode to have an idea what this game is all about. But yeah, I do recommend, especially at this price point, 90% off. We got Returnal. It's one of those games that I'm always interested. I'm not sure if they managed to patch out all the stuttering issues. I think it's very well done now. I think they patched basically everything, and it's kind of a roll-like bullet hell kind of a game. But yeah, kind of positive feedback from everybody, and it's 50% off. I think it's well worth time. And this studio is going to already tease the next one. It's not in the same universe, but it's kind of in the same line of roguelike elements there, if not mistaken. Then you got Sandland, 43% off. Again, it's one of those from Akira Toriyama and the IP of Sandland. Seems pretty good. People are enjoying on this one, but it's very under the radar. Again, kind of a niche because it's very influenced by the anime. or the manga. I think it's more manga. I don't think there is anime on this one. But yeah, very positive feedback from the players that bought and played this game. And lastly, we got Stray again. You play as a cat. What else can I tell you? And it's 40% off. Again, overwhelming positive feedback from everybody. And yeah, I'll wrap up here for today with a plug on my Patreon for extra support as usual. This extra support at this moment in time is for me to try and get around and see if I can manage to get a better storage solution so I can have backups of stuff that I do for my clients. And of course, some extra space for the videos that I do for the channel. And with all that said, I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. So until then, Kunamy Master out.